Hi, I'm Stuart and welcome to Coffee Sketches. If you've seen our previous video, you kind of know the deal, but in case you don't, here's a little footage of me pouring some coffee into my sketchbook. It is now dry and we're ready to start trying to see what we can see inside of these shapes. So first, again, shout out to my Blackwing. I would love for them to send me some pencils because they're great. And they could totally like sponsor a video if they wanted to. So let's see what we can see in here. Let's see. Man, some of these, they started out really small and they kind of bled into each other. And I was kind of thinking that there'd just be like 4 or 5 little faces that we do, but now I'm actually having to think a little bit on my feet. I found the bigger ones are actually harder to do because it's usually like one little thing. Like if it was just this shape, I'd be like, oh dang, that looks like an ear. But then it's like, what do you do with all this stuff? But it's probably just gonna be a bunch of weird stuff all together. All right. For some reason, I always find noses first. And then over here is like a little or a little ear. Let's see. Maybe that's like a big old chin. Kind of like an old man. I'll just go ahead and make that a... So like I've said, this is about getting the pencil time in. I don't necessarily love this face, but what are you gonna do? This is about just getting time in, getting used to holding the pencil, getting some muscle memory on how to make the shapes you want to make, and getting past some of the like, I don't know what to make, creative block type stuff. But we'll see what else. Man, I don't know. Maybe I was relatively happy with last session that we videoed, and I said that this all might turn out terrible, and maybe this is my turn. I'm seeing just like a little variation that almost gives me eyes that like go up like this. I don't quite know what I'm gonna draw, but it's almost like, it can almost be like a little, I don't know, Dolby-esque character. Has some really crazy contours. Almost like if you remember the old Grinch. One of my favorite episodes of the old Grinch cartoon is when he smiles and is like his grin doesn't stop and he's got all these like wrinkles in him. They're like these crazy contours. Someone told me the other day, you know, like in cartoons, there's the big red bloated nose that you draw when somebody's like drinks a whole bunch or drunk. Well, then it has a name. It's called a gin blossom. I didn't know it had a name. Throw a little shadow in there. It's almost like a giant Shrek ear. You know, like this is one of the ones that they drew and they're like, no, that ear's too big. It looks terrible. But I'm gonna do it. All right. Well, that might be one of the stranger things I've ever drawn. They're really kind of gross, all like wrinkly and stuff. Here's another little guy over here. He's just a little guy blowing a bubble. Like not bubble gum, like an actual bubble. Because there's another one up there. And I don't know what this is, so I'm just gonna ignore it. This one's gonna be weird. Wow. It's partly what I see in the coffee stains, but it's also partly what I see in like the shadows from the ripples of the paper. All right. Well, shoot, just changed. Here. It's like there's a mouth. There's a nose. And there's an eye. Oh, weird stuff. And might be done with that. At least for now. Maybe I'll come back. There's a guy trying to read the small print of something. Let's see, where should I put? That's kind of another Grinchy kind of character. He's got a couple of hairs poking out of there. I mean, the first thing I saw here was like, it's like a nose and, you know, a brow somewhere in there and an eye, but I kind of feel like looking a little bit more, because then it's like, what do I do with all this stuff? There's a guy with something coming out of his mouth. I'm gonna erase this dude's chin because I want more room to draw. Remember, we can do whatever we want. Well, that's kind of disgusting, but what are you gonna do? Just wanted to give him a cool haircut, you know. He's got that. He's got that fade. There you go. Not to. Never mind. Erase some of that because I wanted to see if there was something else there. Here we go. Those are almost like those Sonic eyes, you know, they're like the same eye. They're not actually disconnected at all. It's like a big gross earthworm. Man, I'm into wrinkles for some reason right now. Let's make it like a slime worm. Okay. Well, that's kind of disgusting. Let's redo this guy up here. Kind of licking his lips. Okie dokie. Well, kind of like last time. When I started out, I thought I had a plan, then I didn't have a plan. And then I drew a bunch of weird stuff that I would have never thought I would have drawn. Never thought I would have drawn some weird little Shrek character thingy with lots of wrinkles. For some reason, lots of wrinkles today. A little guy blowing a bubble. Little face that I just saw in there and just kind of abandoned it after I'd drawn what I wanted to draw. Another wrinkly, scowl-browed old man. Maybe reading some fine print of some document or scroll or something, who knows? And then some poor soul vomiting up a little slime worm thingy. Even though it's a little weird and a little gross, to be quite honest, with all the wrinkles and all the slime and all that kind of stuff and the parasitic kind of nature of whatever's happening here. I think I'm ready to see what I can do in the next one. Well, like, subscribe, do some of your own coffee drawings and share them with me. I feel like I should have like some sort of saying, like, let's turn the page. Until then, turn the page.